So sorry for the lack of uploads. I've had a lot of errors in my voice. I've had, a lot of sports things go on, so uploading might be like this if I continue throughout school year. I might leave the channel in all, but I hope not. So today I'm going to be starting a new series on basic scripting. Today I'm going to go over properties of a brick. So to spawn a brick, there's two ways. You can do it through via here or here and typing in PART and something like this. Now to insert a script, there's only one main method. You click plus here and type in SCRA, or you can right click and click insert object and then script. Now it's always going to default with the print hello world. This is a simple print statement. We'll go over things like that in the future. So there's three main things you're going to use when using properties. You're going to use a vector 3 value, a boolean, which is true or false, a string, which is explanatory, and a number, which again is explanatory. You can always use a enum as well, but those are not commonly used. So I'm going to get off and tell you how you can locate an object. So let's start with game.workspace, and then your name, which is part. Again, you can rename that to whatever. Now if you did something like .anchored, I mean that's basic, but what if you did it every single line? Game.workspace, part, what's it called? You did something like transparency, right? You have to type this out again. Now there's something called a function, and I'll go over this in another video. However, a function is giving a word a value. Now something you gotta mention is you can never start a function off with a number, so 1NF, and you'll see it is equals to, and then just 1 to 3. You'll see there is a error, and you take that off. Now it's working. Now basically what you want to do is do the name, so I'll just do part 1 equals game.workspace dot part 1, or just dot part. And now if we recall this function, so part 1 dot anchored equals to true, and this is our first statement using a boolean. Now what it'll say is, hey, part 1 is equal to this. So basically instead of having 3 things, it will just be a simple 1, but it'll still insert this into this. Now if we do run this, we'll see that it is now anchored, and I'll show you after it was not. Now click on here, and it is anchored. Now we come back here and it's not anchored. Now it's another thing you can use, and I'm going to teach you how to change a color. Say you want to change color by doing part1 dot brick color, which is done here, equals to, and then say you want to do really red. Now if you have ever seen a video with brick color, you'll know that this is completely wrong. And if we do go play, we'll see bad argument, brick color, and it's expecting a brick color, but it got a string. So what you need to do is give the brick color a new value, which is done with brick color dot new, and then in here you can type your new color, so really red. And then for this example, if we keep here, play, you'll see it's gray. When I run, you will see it is not red. Now that is a string value, but it's not really string. Now main one you can use for string is names. Part1 name equals to, and then you can just do dainty. Okay, my channel name. Then we click play, and then we go to workspace, and we'll see it is now called dainty. And we quit, it will return to its original name. Now say you want to do something such as a number value. So this is done with and I'm also going to teach you, I think, a vector 3 value and a number. So if you want to change a position, this is done with part1 dot position, or dot vector, no, position dot position equals to vector 3 dot new. And then in this case, you do not need those strings, you just need a new value, so 10, 10, 10. Now, sorry I messed up a bit, but what you're saying is you're calling the position, which is done here, and you're giving a new vector 3, Vector 3s are used for positions, rotation, velocity. I don't think you need it for velocity, but you also will need this for size. We're going to do that later on. Now if we do play, we'll see the block is nowhere in sight, and it's actually right here. And now I'll teach you how to change the size. This is using just a default vector 3 value. So part1.size equals to vector3.new, and then it can just do 10, 10, 10. And then if we click play, we'll notice that it is now a bigger size. Now another basic one is just transparency. This is done with part 1, transparency, and now you're giving it a new number, and this is not needed a string, so do 0.5. And by the way, if you're using a number, you 90% of the time do not need a string. You're only going to need a string when you're doing like print like if you 5, you know. But no, that actually works. If we print 5, that should print 5 technically, because it's a number. Yeah, prints 5, and you'll see this is now bigger and is transparent. So you know, a lot of the time you're not gonna need string for a number. You can do reflectancy, which is just part1 dot reflectancy equals and then a number value. You can change your material, which is part1 dot material equals 2, and then you can just do like grass. And then if you want to change like cast shadow, just part1 dot cast shadow equals to false. Now if we do click play, you'll see a few new things. For one, there's no shadow, and it is a little bit reflectant. You can't really see it amazingly, but you can see that has a little bit of reflectancy. And there's no shadow, of course. Now those are all the main ones you're going to use. Rotation velocity, I'm not 100% sure on all these. Anchored, of course, can collide, which is again just a boolean, which is part1 dot can collide equals to false. That is a boolean. These checks are commonly used for false and true. And shape, that's just I think I'm not 100% sure on it. But basically, this is the gist of it. It's really the basics. In the next video, I might do a video on functions or just more properties. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video.